So recently I was watching the live footage of Coachella because 1, I'm broke, 2, I'm not going over to America in this current state that it is in, and 3, because I'd rather not wear literally nothing. But when watching the Justin Bieber set, I noticed one thing. No, it wasn't the fact he literally used YouTube and played all his old songs. It was more so the crowd. Just take a look at this video.
This song is copyrighted. I must replace it. This song is copyrighted. I can't include it.
I don't know about you, but personally, I'm getting distracted by the huge freaking elephant in the room being the amount of phones in the crowd. Now, I'm all for the use of cellular devices to capture memories, but like, really? Bro was playing Baby and the first thing you thought was,
oh yeah, let me just get a quick Insta, let me just get a quick snap.
Like, just get out. You know what's even worse? There wasn't one 3DS in that crowd. We're done as a society. Imagine paying a crazy price to go listen to some music in the middle of a desert only just to use your phone the entire time. But that's just one thing I think my generation, as in Gen Z, do way too much. No. Before anyone comes after me, I'm British. It's practically my national duty to complain about everything and make fun of the Americans. But without any more yap, let's talk about the other things those Gen Z people kind of need to stop doing, because yeah, it doesn't look good. First of all, let's start big with the root of all evil: money. Now, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but Gen Z is absolutely horrible when it comes to being financially responsible. Now, not to sound like one of those millennials who wear flannels all the time, have a man bun, and runs a restaurant where the burgers cost $29 and Little Talks by Myself Men is playing on repeat, but I can't lie, social media influenced all of us to be absolutely terrible when it comes to money management. Think about all the time something has been trending on social media. People start to buy that thing no matter how much it costs. Say, for example, the Stanley Cup. Who in the world is going to look at a water bottle, an empty water bottle, see that it costs $30 and think, I'm gonna buy that because I think that's a very good price for an overpriced water bottle? I would love to say no one, but unfortunately people are like that. And for what? A couple likes on Instagram? You may be thinking, well, how can people afford to buy these things? And the point is, they don't. Now, more than ever, people use Klarna or other banking apps to buy things on finance. See a really cool t-shirt in a shop that you can't afford? Oh yeah, I'll just put it on Klarna. See the latest piece of technology that you want to get, even though your phone is absolutely completely fine, but you haven't got the funds? Oh yeah, just put it on Klarna. I'll just pay a couple quid a month. See that Lamborghini that someone drove? I'll just pay £2 every week until the end of time. I shouldn't have to say this, seeing that I'm not even an adult yet, but if you don't have the money, just don't buy it. Like, it should be common sense now. Like, just don't listen to social media. Just, if you don't have the money, just don't buy it. It's simple as that. Speaking of which, that brings me on to my second main point, which is social media. Now, let me emphasize this. Social media isn't all bad. I'm not calling for it to be banned. I'm just saying that I think people are forgetting that it's supposed to be for casual entertainment, not just bed rot or brain rot, or hence just any sort of rot. I mean, where do I even start with brain rot? I swear, little kids be coming home from, I don't know, school or daycare, or even home from the hospital after they've just been born, and they be straight on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or whatever, just watching Skibbity Toilet or Tung Tung Sahur or other AI slop. Like, be real, how did Fruit Love Island get so popular? I'd rather watch real Love Island. And that's already bad enough. And that's not even the worst thing. Just wait until you see those morbidly obese Discord moderators that have no job, never shower, spend all day in bed talking to their Discord kitten, and contributes absolutely nothing to society. You know what? Maybe it is the damn computer. To be fair, TikTok brain rot can be very addictive, and it is particularly impossible to have a good doom scroll sesh without coming across some AI bots. Sticking with that topic, AI has been a lot more prominent on social media, and yeah, it does not provide anything with actual quality. Oh, I talked about Fruit Love Island earlier, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Think Italian brain rot. Like, what the actual hell does any of this mean? Look at all those weird videos of like some cat causing some world war by beating some world leader or some stuff. Now, not to just be negative on AI, there are some positives and some good stuff that can come from AI, such as just quick and simple answers of those Bigfoot vlogs. to be fair, they weren't actually that bad. I'd say 99% of AI content on social media, it's just AI slop. AI is making us all that little more stupider. Like, we just don't think. Remember when we actually used creative ways to cheat on homework? Our kids just use ChatGPT. I mean, what's the point in that? Man, we are just so cooked. If this next generation somehow becomes future leaders of nations and companies, the world is done. And the last point I want to make about us Gen Z people is that a lot of Gen Z people are addicted to absolutely everything. And I'm not just talking about like liking something so much that you do it a lot. I'm talking about actual addictions where people actually cannot stop it and it turns into a huge problem. The main thing that I think affects Gen Z people is vaping. Now, I personally don't get the hype with vaping. I mean, it was created to be an alternative to smoking and stop young people from getting hooked on nicotine. And what do you expect? If you put nicotine in something and you cater it to a young audience, they're gonna get hooked on nicotine. Now, I will play devil's advocate here and say that not everything here with the nicotine and the smoking and the vaping is to blame on Gen Z. But I'm just saying, if cigarettes are bad because it's addictive and vaping isn't because it has slightly less of the addictive material in it, then what's the point of having the addictive material in it in the first place? Corn is also getting to a point where it is becoming a bit of a problem. Moving on again, and drugs is also a huge problem. Like, I know in certain countries around the world, Snoop Dogg's stuff is legal and highly popular, but it doesn't mean that you should do it. And a lot of people get overly defensive about people criticizing certain substances. But people do like to say, but like,
but people want it, it shouldn't be illegal.
You do know it's illegal for a certain reason, right? Looking at this on the surface, a lot more of older people might just see Gen Z as troublemakers who want to do illegal stuff, but I think it's more so a bad influence on people. For example, less Gen Z people drink alcohol, which is something older generations got hammered on. And a lot more Gen Z people are trying to take care of themselves physically and mentally, which, you know, older generations disregarded that completely. But I personally think seeing other people do certain stuff kind of gives them the impression of it being a lot more normalized, then becoming addicted and hooked, and then it becomes a genuine problem. Now, they are what I would say are the three main points of what Gen Z probably shouldn't do and why we are a generation are probably going to be cooked. Now, if you disagree with any of what I said today, you know what? That is fair. I'm not expecting to win any popularity vote here, but if you do want to say anything to me and if you want to, you know, make a counter argument, then please do let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, as normal, if you did enjoy the video, then please do subscribe and leave a like. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all on the next one.